Well, I would absolutely have to agree with Oni Senshi's review. Just a few comments I have to make. I think that there was a larger budget that went into this because Baby Yoda, I'm not calling him Grogu, I'm calling him Baby Yoda, looks a lot more detailed with a lot more colors. I think it's a different model. I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like to me. And I also noticed the same thing about the pirates. So perhaps Walt's Dizzy is realizing that this is their only golden goose, and they're sinking everything they can into it to try and get people to roll their eyes and say, "Oh, it's so wonderful." It was a good action show. It's certainly not an amazing episode by any shakes, but it was good eye candy entertainment. I came in to be entertained, and I was entertained. There's no logic in it. We still have script writers who don't know their ass from their elbow. If you have a large reptile attacking you, run away from it. Don't stand there and shoot at it and fight it, especially if your blasters are bouncing off its hide. Really, that's about all I have to say pretty much for this episode. Apparently, Mandy arrives just in time to help his friend and save him from the pirates. It's lucky that the pirates didn't show up on any other day. But of course, you know, that's how scripts work. Has to be convenient. Aside from that, yeah, I found it entertaining enough. It was good enough.
A lot of YouTubers are saying this is kind of like the beginning of a video game where it sets you up on your quest and your side quests. And I kind of have to agree with that. I mean, if you look at Mandalorian season 1 and season 2, it really is, you know, Mandalorian goes to planet, gets side quest, does side quest, continues on major quest, right at the end of it.
That's true, but a lot of stories have seemed like that, even when we had the continuation of Star Wars in the 90s and some very good novels. Timothy Zahn's Heir to the Empire, his 3-book series seemed pretty similar to that as well. I don't mind it too much if it's not too contrived. His seemed a bit contrived, a little bit. Oh, let's get to the next quest. Oh, let's get to the next quest. So
here's the thing, right? So if Disney really needs a license to print money at the moment, which they could easily do just by rehashing their old stuff, going back to the old model, re-releasing their from the vault, their golden oldies, you know what I mean? The old animated movies, re-releasing them into the theaters like they used to do. I remember the night we went to see The Empire Strikes Back in the theater. It was a double feature. And beforehand, we had just seen The Sword and the Stone, which was the Disney animated version of King Arthur.
Yep.
It was a double feature, right? And then we saw The Empire Strikes Back, and oh my goodness, wow. That's how they used to do things. They could print money that way, or they could, introduce Mara Jade, make a movie trilogy of the Heir to the Empire novels.
Yeah, Timothy Zahn.
So they could
have done so much with Timothy Zahn. They would have had fans absolutely sucking it up and just enjoying it, and do it right with more improvements.
That's right. Don't make it about, IDE or woke politics. Make it
already got fans in the pocket. They've already got fans in the pocket to do that. But,
I think a lot of the issue, I think, and tell me what you think about this. I think a lot of the issue with Disney, the reason why we're getting Mandalorian instead of Boba Fett, which is, I understand that this was originally supposed to be the storyline of the Boba Fett movie, right? The reason why we're getting Grogu instead of, say, Yoda, the reason why we're getting Rey instead of Luke is because Disney does not want to pay royalties for previously existing characters.
That's probably the case. It wouldn't surprise me one little bit. And they're finding out, much to their chagrin, that they are going to fail every time they pull this.
Yeah.
They're going to fail.
Yeah. I mean, it's a well-known fact that they don't pay they don't want to pay any of the authors the old books, right? I think
Mhm.
there was probably a year and a half ago, even during COVID, there was a big uproar in the writers community for
Yep,
writers that weren't
that's right.
receiving the royalties that they were deserved.
That's right.
And what kind of writer who writes science fiction has enough money to hire lawyers to fight Disney
Too
for their
true.
royalties, right? Yeah.
So, yep, it's a very big problem. It wouldn't matter to them if they were going to make money anyway in the plan that they had, that they'd hatched. But it turns out that they aren't making money doing that.
No.
So if they think that making Bubba Fett stink really bad, we're going to love the Mandalorian more. Well, maybe a little bit, but all in all, as soon as I'd have to agree with, I think it was Critical Drinker who said that as soon as we saw those tiny droid engineers,
Oh yeah.
oh sure, they're cute, but excuse me, they're from the new trilogy, and as soon as I see them, it gives me a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
It gives me acid reflux immediately on seeing them. Yeah, they were cute. Yeah, they were funny. But you know what? You've just legitimized the trilogy, and it makes me turn right off.
Yeah.
So, stupid move, Dizzy, yet again.
Well,
And
yeah,
really,
I can see that from both sides of the argument, right? I can see, well, this is just an alien that we've invented for the future of Star Wars, and I can see it from that perspective.
mhm,
But again, I'm just like you because of what happened in the Last Jedi and Rise of Palpatine. Yeah, I see that,
yep,
and it's the same. It's like putting your tongue on a 9-volt battery. Ooh,
yep.
that's
I'm
not very
turned
pleasant, is
right
it?
off.
Yeah,
I'm turned right off from it. I mean, my wife found them very entertaining and very cute and funny.
yeah,
Yes, I did find them funny. Sure, they were cute, entertaining, and funny. It
yep.
broke. I liked it. But at the same time, I had a very bad taste in my mouth because of coming from that sequel bad fanfic.
Yeah,
And really, that's all I have to say about it. So
it's
we'll look
cognitive
forward.
dissonance. Yeah,
Yeah, we'll look forward to what's coming with episode 2, 3, and 4. We'll see what's coming.
yeah. Well, I did hear a review. I think it was Chris Gore who reviewed. Well, he gave his opinion of the Mandalorian, and he said they really should have released episode 1 and 2 together, and it would have been a lot less boring.
They really could have
So,
re-released the 2 episodes that they shoved into Bubba Fett. That's what they should have done. As
yeah,
the first
probably.
episodes here, they could
Yeah,
have released those 2 plus the first one, so you'd have 3 episodes to look at right away. That's what they
yeah,
should have done. But
yeah. Because
anyhow,
that first episode where he's in the meat the abattoir. Pardon me. And
fantastic.
he oh god, right? If we
Absolutely
got that
fantastic.
opening,
Yeah.
yeah, would have been
And
great.
there was a very good joke about why is the dark saber so hard to lift because you're carrying the franchise. I love that joke. That was hilarious. That
Yeah,
was
thank
very
you.
true.
Yeah,
Very
not
true.
mine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So with that, we'll look forward to seeing what episode 2 has to show us. So look forward to our review later on, a few days after that episode.
Good show. All right, we'll catch you then.
Take care.